welcome into Cupid Parasite Part 3, where we're trying to romance one of the Parasite 5. I think at this moment we have hearts with at least 3 of the guys, so we will be seeing how this goes today. I have no idea what they said. That sure was a surprise. I never thought I'd see her again, and certainly not there of all places. It's been 2 years since she failed to notice my feelings for her. 2 years since I was rejected. It's all flooding back to me. Did you tell her how you feel? Because that would help. I know I have to face forward into the future, but not a single day has gone by that I haven't thought about you. A long-lost love. I believe that covers everything she's included in her report as of this moment. Excellent. Good work. Thank you. Then, if you'll excuse me... Excuse me, someone let me out of here! That certainly was quite the report. So, she's requested a full investigation to discover if Mashura Ishi really does exist, which means she doesn't know it's me yet. Owen knows what he has to do, so I'll keep him on as my representative for now. I simply can't afford to destroy the image of the president of Cupid for being a devoted husband. If it were up to me, I'd clear this up as misunderstanding immediately, but our agency would never go for it. That's really sad that your agency is like, you can't be single. Because the reality of it is, there's plenty of people who help matchmake who are single, and maybe they're not looking for a relationship for a variety of reasons. Maybe they like their work, or maybe they're just not ready to be in a relationship, but they really want to help someone else out. I hate being so dishonest, but all they have to do is mention the potential damage to our stock price. There's nothing I can say to that. Besides, the agency manager was a year above me in college. I owe him a lot. But eventually, my lies will be found out unless I hurry up and get married and turn the lie into the truth. Marriage, is that really something I need in my life? My whole life, all I've cared about is reaching SS rank. I detest wasted effort. And feelings of love are nothing if not illogical. I wonder if he'll have the same tune once he falls in love. Who knows? Not this bug, that's for sure. Cupid's bow. I need to finish things up here before Jupiter discovers me. Who are you? But I can't believe how easy it was to make contact with her, and I had no idea that merely feeding was considered stealing love down here. Anyway, I need to make sure I keep my true identity hidden, or they might try and drive me out. I'm assuming when you say they, you mean one of the 12 Olympians? But there's only one way for an incubus like me to feed. To bed women in their dreams. Feathers. Love match test. Okay, that should be it. I left my desk as I finished completing files, dealing with the Parasite 5. Next, I should find people who match their personalities. I got a cup of coffee at the drink dispenser and returned back to my seat. Oh, you're still here? When I turned around, I saw Clarice walking by with files in her hands. Yeah, I wanted to solidify their matchmaking plans a little more. Isn't it rare for you to be working this late? We're introducing a new kind of love type questionnaire. It's called the Cupid test, and I'm in charge of it. I was so focused on gathering data that I lost track of time. A love type questionnaire? Getting into fortune telling? No, it's a real system derived from psychology and real-world study. Remember what Professor O'Connell told us during our lectures? Oh, that love type. Like how people can be sorting into 6 different compatibility groups. Yep, it's based off that. If you can match people based on psychological profile, the success rate for perfect matches skyrockets. That's true, it might work. When will it be introduced? It's still a prototype, so it might still take some time. Oh, why don't you try it out? For this to work, we need to run as many initial tests as possible. Sure, what do I do? Thank you for your help. Wait 1 second. I'll set it up on your PC. I like Clarice's outfit. Clarice was downloading the software from the company server with ease. A few minutes later, my PC started running the software and it was showing the test logo. Here you go. First, think of the person of the opposite gender who is closest to you. It can be a friend or a lover. 14 questions of that person the person you imagine will appear. Don't be embarrassed and answer them honestly. If it's a yes, just check the pink box. If it's a no, check the yellow box. It's a prototype, so if the results aren't exactly what you wanted, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll give it a shot. I stared into my PC screen. Okay, let's go. Let's see. When you catch him looking at another woman, do you instantly get jealous? No. Would you happily sacrifice yourself in order to give him whatever he desires? No. Do you feel like you want him by your side only when you feel like having him there? No. Would you rather be friends for a while before you start dating? No. Why don't you book a restaurant now? When selecting a partner, are economic factors important? No. Are you attracted to him from the moment you first met? Yeah. Please focus on your job. While you're in class or at work, do you suddenly stop and realize you've only been thinking about him? Sure. If he's suffering through some kind of trouble, would you prefer to suffer along with him? I mean, I wouldn't want him to suffer alone. I know we're supposed to be thinking about one of the Parasite 5 during this quiz, but I'm kind of just answering however I want to see what happens. When he asks about your plans or tries to get too involved, do you find yourself trying to distance yourself from him? Nope. When selecting a partner, it is important for his upbringing or education to match yours. No. Do you feel that you and he are similarly attractive? Sure! Does your own happiness depend on making sure he's happy? No. Look, the reality of it is, your happiness shouldn't be dependent on someone else's happiness and vice versa. You should be okay being happy on your own. And say, like, if your partner's happiness does make you happy, there's nothing wrong with that if you know how to already be happy. I hope that makes sense. Like, don't depend on someone else to make you happy, and someone else shouldn't depend on you to make them happy. However, say they're already a happy person and know how to be happy on their own, and your happiness makes them all the more happy, I think that's cool. Do you feel that you and he share a close connection? No. When selecting a partner, do you think your person has your influence you desire? No. And that's it. Was that all? Yeah, that should be it. The results should show up in a sec. There, your love type is... Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum! Love for beauty. Arrows. You like beautiful things and value external looks. These types easy fall in love. Ah! Okay, I wouldn't necessarily agree with that 100%, but hey, that's alright. Arrows. Beauty. Arrows. Arrows. It reminds me of the other name as Cupid. Cupid and Arrows. Is this why Mom used to call me Arrows? Can't be. Sheesh. You keep on saying Arrows. Were you thinking of something erotic? Sexual compatibility is definitely important. Oh, no, that's not what it was. I promise, no. What? No, it just reminded me of my mother. Arrows doesn't usually remind people of their mothers. Anyway, glad the test got it right. I never thought about my own love type before, so it was a good study. Good, just use this as a reference. In the end, relationships are guided by what feels right. That sure sounds like you, Clarice. Well, I should get some work done. Oh, I took up longer than I thought. Sorry about that. I'll go home after leaving this. I'll buy some cake, so hurry back home. Oh, yay! I'll try to get back home soon. Okay, don't overwork yourself. See you soon. I can hear Cleese walk away. She will most likely get a fruit tart from Quilpabone. It's her favorite. I'm still looking forward to it. I need to hurry up and finish. I wonder if it's going to be grapefruit, strawberries, or blueberries. Or perhaps pineapple and banana. Fruit tarts are part of human wisdom. I want to hurry up and have some. So I gave up working because I couldn't stop thinking about tarts. Tarts are my real love. Yep, food is my real love. Stormy seas. A few days later. Alright, that's enough preparation. Chee! I need me a cheap flush. Does anyone know where I can get a cheap flush? Maybe I could try to make a cheap flush. Probably not. I loaded all the necessary data onto my laptop, checking the time. I stood up from my desk. Today I'll be having a special meeting with Parasite 5. So far, I've introduced loads of women to them, but the messaging hasn't gone well. Sorry, but it just doesn't feel right to me. I'd be happy to meet her as a representative. The actual member needs to be there. I'm sorry, I'm not sure that will be possible. I met her at a previous mythological society meeting, but she got so mad at my opinion she stood up and slapped me. Guess we're not a match. Oof, that's rough, buddy. I'm sorry. Don't go around slapping people. 403D4D. As long as she's in love with someone else, I'd be happy to meet with her. I don't think that's in my job description. As you can see, these are some prime examples of my inability to get any of them dates with a single woman. Her profile said she likes mythology, so I thought she'd be a good match for Rule. I had no idea they'd met already. Then again, even if they both share a love for mythology, everyone still has their own quirks. After all, our company did develop the Cupid system to help people find a compatible partner. I guess you don't always get what you want. But all of our other members are doing just fine. I hope they'd at least meet up. I begged them to at least meet with some of the other members, but all I got were excuses. Cupid quirk system can't function like this. Still, I can't just let things go on like this. It's up to me to help them understand what they need to fix and teach them how to interact with women. So I've decided to hold a workshop. The instructor's name is Miss Keener. She's known for her romance guides. And sometimes we bring her to speak here at Cupid Court. I set aside an hour for the Parasite 5 today. Hopefully this will help them get to the point. I talked with Mr. Snell and Rule's agent, and we decided that although he has no interest in getting married, he can still join the workshop. However, I have to get approval from his agent before he can even go on a date with someone. Still, if he can make the most of it and find true love, maybe he'll start hearing wedding bells. Then he can drop the act and find true happiness. As the real deal Cupid, I want to spread love to as many people as I can. I'll help them find truly wonderful love, and then they can get hitched. Chee! I want to cuddle Chee. He's so soft. Once I got to the workshop suite, I looked around at everyone. Alan's phone wouldn't stop ringing. Excuse me, Alan, but your phone is ringing. Oh, sorry, just ignore it. Riku had brought a humidifier and was setting it up. The air in here is so stale. And of course, Monsieur Issa was absent. Instead, Owen was there as his representative. Rule wouldn't stop talking Gil's ear off about his preciousness. So here's my thinking. Egyptian mythology actually has a lot in common with Japanese mythology. Yes, right, I see. Gil was brushing off Rule's insights in favor of staring at me with shiny eyes. It's so amazing that we're having this workshop. You always make time for me, no matter what. No one else has been this caring towards me. I used to have a haircut similar to Gil's. I'm glad I grew my hair out. It looks so much cuter long. Well, you got yourself blacklisted by every other advisor because you kept refusing meetings. Gil was pretty much abandoned at this point. I suppose this is all brand new to him. Advisors are always supposed to assist members when they're troubled. I like to suggest compatible members and even call inactive members in for interviews, but this gathering was completely compulsory. Because, really, these guys won't make any progress otherwise. Gil seems to be motivated, thank goodness. If he's at least willing to cooperate, then I think I'll survive this. The mood in the room wasn't the best for a workshop, but the instructor was already waiting. I had to get things started. Miss Keener, you can come in now. Hi. Sure thing. Hi everyone, I'm Miss Keener. I'm your instructor for the day, and I'll be giving you an Intro to Love Lesson 101. Great, pleased to meet you. Same goes for me. Me as well. Number 990000. I grabbed my phone and looked at exactly what kind of color number 990000 might be. It's a shade of crimson, dark, but still a pretty color. If this is his impression of Miss Keener, I thought maybe he'll pay attention. Then I remembered that the whole point of this workshop. I can't let him judge a book by its cover. He needs to learn to look deeper. You know, I don't remember Miss Keener looking like this. She seems different than usual. But now's not the time for that. Okay, everyone, Miss Keener is considered a true love professional, so she's going to give you a few tips and tricks when it comes to romance. Today we're going to talk about how to approach women, as well as some things to watch out for. We'll also go over some practical advice. Got it? Right. Wow, she kind of reminds me of Neptune. Neptune? You mean like one of the 12 Olympians? But he's a guy, right? That's a commonly accepted opinion. However, I have some inside information. I've actually seen Neptune with my own eyes. Hey, you there. Cut the chit-chat. Keep like that, and you'll miss your one chance at love. She kind of reminds me of our aunt's voice. Now, let's begin today's workshop. Essentially, the mind of a woman is complex and transcendent. I listened to Miss Keener's lecture as I overlooked the rest. I'm pretty impressed that Owen is even taking notes. Though I'm sure it's just for Monsieur Easy. However, how about everyone else? Hey, stop beautifying during the lecture. I heard someone opening a package, and when I looked over, I saw Riku putting on a face patch. That's super freaky. If I saw that in the dark, it'd scare the crap out of me. Please continue. I'm still listening. Great. Maintaining your appearance is important, after all. Anyway, women are influenced by their mood. What I told you before won't always apply. I mean, I feel like everyone's influenced by their mood. It's not just a woman thing. Excuse me. Also, you should lower your expectations. Listen to your partner. Don't shut them down right away. Try not to talk about yourself too much. Also... Hello? Oh, hey. Yeah, tonight, sure. I'm down. Okay, see you later. I bet it was a woman. Sorry, work call. Unless it was his job where he works late nights with pillows. I doubt it, though, somehow. That was so obviously a girl. When you're escorting a lady, always follow her lead. Let her set the pace. But be casual about it. Otherwise... Oh, so the show about mythology is coming back to Lost York TV. I really love the galaxy brain theories they came up with. Sorry, I almost dropped my controller. Now then, when you're speaking with a woman at a party, be subtle. Ask what they like without being too aggressive or too passive. In fact... Katie, I forgot to tell you that I'm still living on 6th Ave. Not alone about 80% of the time, and only talk about yourself 20% of the time. Of course, if the woman refuses to take the reins. Okay, the reality of it is, if you don't... People generally want to talk to you, especially on dates. So, like, yeah, don't talk about yourself too much. Ask them questions. Like, be like, how are you? What's your favorite color? What do you like to do? Do you have any hobbies? Did you go to school? Like, what do you do for a living? Ask questions to get the other person talking, so that way you get to know them. And don't be afraid to ask questions. Ah, my bad. Work again. Is it work? Is it really? Hey, my doodle turned out pretty good. Who's that supposed to be? Come on, it's Deanna, goddess of the moon. The humidifier is out of water. I can feel myself drying out. I don't think you would dry out that quickly. Be's a vampire. Everyone, come on, please, pay attention. Miss Tina is speaking. Yep, gotcha. I'm all ears. I don't believe you for some reason. You're clearly not. I can see you messing around on your phone. Gee! Miss Tina is here today, specifically to help you. Stop being so rude. If you ever want a chance at dating and getting married, you need to listen. It's okay, Miss Top Right Advisor. Boys will be boys, you know. I don't like the saying boys will be boys because I feel like it excuses bad behavior. Like, in the case where, when I grew up, like, people would say boys will be boys when, like, a little boy would hit a little girl because he liked her. Rather than, like, saying boys will be boys and, excusing, like, behavior like that, it teach young men and young boys, like, emotional intelligence, and teach them, like, what they're feeling, like, talk through their feelings, like, try to have them explain what they're feeling, and use their words. I think there's a time, you know, like, self-defense and stuff, there's a time to use your fists and things like that. But, like, hitting people because you like them is never okay. So, I've never come across a group of men so blatantly disinterested in my lecture. Aren't there any women you're interested in? Nope. Not really. I can't think of any. I'm just here as a representative. And I don't think, who he's representing has anyone he's interested in. Well, even if you don't have anyone in mind right now, listen to the lecture in case you ever meet someone at the party later, for example. Party? I already texted everyone, but yes, party. There is a matchmaking party for after this, and it is mandatory. What? Really? I sent you multiple messages. I even got your agent's permission. Oh, really? Why did he act like it doesn't concern him? Anyway, before I let you meet our female members later, I need to make sure you actually know how to talk to them. You don't need to worry about me. I can get with any girl I want at the drop of a hat. Trust me. What? No, that's not what I'm talking about. You just need to learn how to hold the conversation. I want to trust you at the party. It's fine. I've got this. Alan is known as the thieving parasite, so I was suspicious as soon as I saw him start to walk towards me. Can we just take a second and appreciate this artwork? It's like, this is so pretty. Suddenly, his face was only inches away from mine. I got the sense he was about to start lecturing the class himself. First of all, the distance between the man and the woman is extremely important. He said that with a gentle whisper and brushed his fingertips across a few strands of my hair. Is he putting his techniques into practice? I really like this song, though. And he was trying it on me, of all people? I tried to speak up, but he stopped me before I could protest. You want them to learn, don't you? So just go with me on this. When you say go with you, do you mean... This is excellent. Please keep going. This should be very educational. Wow, so you're gonna give us an example? Thanks, bro. Keener, help me out here. Rule really thinks this is part of the workshop. Before I could say anything, he placed his hand under my chin and raised my face up. We were close, as intimate as two lovers about to kiss. Alan looked deep into my eyes. Step 1. Look into each other's eyes. Make sure you do so with confidence. Alan's smile revealed his perfectly white teeth. He traced his thumb across my lower lip. That's too intimate of a touch for someone you don't know. You are so beautiful, Katie. I feel like I'm drowning in your eyes. He's laying it on thick. Okay. Step 2. After whispering a few sweet nothings, see how far you can push your body contact. Her hand, her hip, maybe more. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend this. If she's fine with the hand, move to the shoulder neck, then down to the hips. In exactly that order, Alan touched my hand, my shoulder, then my hip. His hand slid smoothly across my body. What the heck is happening right now? Is this how he thinks you get with a girl? Step 3. If she's okay with what's happening so far, do this. Alan laughed softly, then gently kissed my ear. His warm breath tickled, giving me goosebumps. Pretend you're going to say something to her in secret, then kiss her ear. After that, you... Without warning, his hand brushed against my thigh. It was cold to the touch. I nearly cried out. That's the kind of reaction you're looking for. If you get this far, you're all set. At this point, you can go in for the kiss. I don't think you do this to someone if you're not dating them, if you're looking for a date. It doesn't give the I want to date you kind of feel. Alan began to close his eyes. His hand slid from my ear to my cheek, and his face inched closer to mine. Just as I was about to push Alan away, it was Gil who brought the action to a halt. He rushed in between me and Alan, then kept going and crashed into the desk. Oh my! That was awesome, Gil. You kind of reminded me of the almighty Zeus. Oh, you might know him as Jupiter. Gee? Gil, are you okay? I'm just glad I could preserve your kiss. I want your kiss for myself, Katie Bug. You're not allowed to kiss anyone else but me. Gil, are you alright? Alan, you took that way too far. I was just demonstrating the practical method of how to hit on a girl. All you demonstrated was how to go after a one-night stand. It's possible for love to begin that way. What did everyone else think? Alan turned to the others with a big grin on his face. However, Owen was focused entirely on typing something into his laptop. Riku was neck deep into some kind of skincare routine. Rue, how about you? Well, Gil's form probably wouldn't fly in ancient Greece. Actually, short distance running was a divine ritual offered up to the past gods and... Huh, no, that's not... What did you think about my demonstration? Demonstration? Sorry, I was kind of zoned out through most of it. I guess I was lost in the vision of... In other words, you just saw him run across the room. Uh-huh. I really do wonder if any of them actually want to get married. Even ignoring World's special circumstances, I don't think any of them are serious about any of this. Maybe it's better that they don't pay attention to Alan's demonstration. Well then, do you remember Miss Teener's lesson on how to talk to girls when you first meet? Rule Riku? I specifically pointed to the two who were least likely to have been listening. They turned to each other and tilted their heads in confusion. Like doing... Pinkration? I should talk about skincare, right? I can tell you weren't listening at all. I was listening. I was totally listening. She said it was about keeping an 80-20 ratio of listening and talking, right? Good job, Gil. Well, I've always been curious about this sort of thing. Clearly, Gil's not dead, by the way. He's alive and well. Thankfully. Gil might be okay, but I don't feel great about the others. I'm getting kind of nervous about the matchmaking party. Checking the time, I realized that the party was fast approaching. Oh, is it that time already? Yes, I'm afraid so. I'm so sorry about this, especially after asking you to come all this way. Oh, don't worry about it. It's like this. It's always like this during the procession. Really, we should give them credit for not ducking out midway. I guess that's true. Knowing them, that's definitely something they could have tried. So since they are still here, maybe they do have some desire to get married. Still, it's hard to say if they were actually paying attention. As far as I can tell, they're better suited to practice over theory. I looked around the room and gave one final nod, and Miss Tina turned on the lights and the curtains opened automatically. One more thing, I have some homework for you all. Pretend Katybug is the girl of your dreams and send her a romantic message as practice. Me? Yes, you. Practice makes perfect. How else are they going to get better at sending messages? I like the saying practice makes progress, because if you reach perfection, what else is there to reach for? She's got a point. But all you need to write to her as if you have genuine interest. She may be your advisor, but still take it seriously. Practice makes progress. I'm not gonna say perfect. That's true, whether it's love, academics, or sports. Practicing over and over again is important to improving. Since this is practice, just think of a character you like and try writing them. Oh, be sure to change the name to Katie before you send it. Alright, boys. Good luck in your search for love. Thanks, they're gonna need it. Thank you, Miss Tina. Miss Tina gave a wave as she left the workshop suite. Whew. After she was gone, I let out a heavy sigh, but there was no time for rest. The matchmaking party was happening again immediately afterwards. I'm still worried about the whole thing, but being scared won't accomplish anything. I'm sure once they meet the girls, they'll find some motivation. Okay, time to put everything in motivation. Everyone, let's go. We need to put everything we learned to work. Let's head to the party room on the first floor. Time for some matchmaking. Chee! She's really excited. Music change! Wow, there's so many people here. Mr. Salmon, please buy me a drink. That doesn't really fit here, but that's what I thought of. When we arrived, I saw that there were already tons of attendees waiting for us. This matchmaking party is an event hosted by the Cupid Corporation in order to bring men and women together. All of you need to try and approach our female members during the party. Got it? Got it. Do they really, though? I think they'll be okay. Riku was already looking at nothing. Alan was gazing at everyone like they were pieces of meat. Ashur wasn't even there. Unsure. Owen, I'm assuming sure won't be joining us. I'm afraid he asked me to attend this event as his representative once again. Great, another proxy meeting. I guess that's what he's used to in his culture, but still. We're in Los York, the city of fashionable people having fashionable fun, and those same people come to Cupid Corp to live out a fairy tale romance. And you can't get that experience through a proxy. But Monsieur seems to want to get married. I suppose I'll respect his wishes. For now. Alright, take a seat, everyone. The ladies will come up to you in turn, so be sure to spend some time with each of them. So the girls will be the ones approaching us? Over there, you can have a quick casual chat like a buffet. Over here is for members that might be a little more reserved. None of the guys can handle an all-you-can-eat meet and greet buffet. Though, I'd sooner strap them down to a chair so I can keep an eye on them. Otherwise, I can't stop things from going south. Ellen will do terrible things to women just trying to get married, and Rule will just get swamped. I wanted to sit each of them down and make them interact with whichever woman came up to them. That was the plan anyways. I'll be keeping an eye on you, so go out there and try your hand with as many women as possible. But I don't think this is gonna go well. Oh, hi, I'm Gil Lovecraft. Hiya, how are ya? Hello, it's nice to meet you. Oh, I'm okay, I guess. Really? You're a quiet one, huh? Well, what's your happily ever after look like? My happily ever after? Well, I'd like to make my partner my top priority. After all, she's a workaholic. She who? But then I got rejected, or more like, I don't think she even noticed me. You have to tell people how you feel. Then why aren't you two hitched? That would be great. I'd go to the ends of the earth for her. I'd shop with her anytime. I'd carry the bags. I'd even do all the housework. She even said my name sounds like creating love, and heck, I'm pretty good at that too. And I did everything for her when we lived together. I was thrilled when she liked my cooking. I even adapted her preferences. Sharing everything together was a gift. It only made me fall for her even more. I was willing to give her everything I had to support her. Okay, that's enough, Gil. Go on back to the workshop set. But I'm not done talking with her yet. Oh, yes you are. She already ran off. Oh, you sounded so sad. Good evening, my, what a lovely tie. What's the tag around your neck? Oh, yes, well, I thought it'd be best to make it clear that I'm just a representative. A representative? I'm here representing a certain mysterious figure. I'm very pleased to meet you. Okay, so if that person can afford a representative, he must be pretty well off, right? Like someone really elite? A moment, please. I will relay your question. Look. If you're gonna use a proxy for a date, or a representative, or whatever, make sure they know how you would answer, so they don't have to pause and call or text you to get an answer. So let it be someone who knows you will, or someone where you have a broad range of different things they could say to different circumstances, so you'd have to be practicing beforehand. I apologize for the interruption. I'm at the matchmaking party, and a young lady would like to know if you're well-off or elite. I see, yes, of course. And should I quote you directly when answering her? My member has asked me to say the following. I admit I am somewhat elite, but I've sacrificed a lot to become so. I'm rarely home, so a fulfilling marriage may be difficult. Oof. As a rule, conversations will be conducted through my representative. Just say that, and that concludes his message. I'm just vibing. Then why even marry? Okay, time's up. Thank you for that. Please try to enjoy the rest of the mathing party. One more moment, please. I need to report back to the member about what was just said. Sure, fine. Go right ahead. Once you're finished, we need to talk. So just head on back to the workshop suite upstairs. Uh-oh. Ladybug's getting frustrated. Hey, you're pretty cute. I don't expect there to be someone so young at this party. How old are you anyways? Did you hear what I said? Number 2B2933. Hey, what's your problem, man? Pardon me, miss. If you'll just follow me this way, don't worry, that miss is just a beauty enhancer. Riku, workshop suite, now! Probably shouldn't go spraying things on people without their permission, especially if they don't know what it is. Oh my gosh! Are you Rule acting like the Rule? What are you doing here? It's a special situation. Are you serious? If I knew Rule was gonna be here, I'd have dressed up a little more. So Rule, what's your type? A girl who's like an ox. An ox? Oxen are sacred animals for Neptune. A girl who looks like an ox would be fit for the gods. Plus, Zeus once turned a maiden into an ox. How about a more human example? Perhaps a girl like Diona? They were all human that the almighty Zeus came to love. Gee! You know, in myths all over the world, the gods always loved virgins. That's why the scholars often theorize the virgins had special powers. But I don't really care if you're a virgin or not. I'm not a god, after all, so don't consider that to be sacred or anything. The gods did care, though. They just love making love. It's not just the Greeks, either. Even in Japanese myth, they're always going at it. And that's why there are so many, like, mini-gods and demigods. Do you know how often they did the deed in Greek myth? I tried counting once, but the number was just made me really laugh. I've got one idea what that number is, but I feel like it would be more. Okay, great. That's enough out of you. Thank you so very much, Royal Workshop Suite, now! But it was just getting to the good stuff. Can't you see you were freaking her out? You could have ruined your reputation, and that agent would have definitely ripped me a new one. Hiya, how's it going? Well, hello, my name is Alan. But please, our darling, you can call me Alan. It's an honor to talk with you at such a lovely... It's an honor to talk with such a lovely young lady. I really wonder why he says R. Aren't you quite the charmer? Something tells me you're not looking for marriage, though. Perhaps we're in the same boat? Well, I do want to get married someday, but that's not why I'm here tonight. A friend of mine didn't want to come alone, so she dragged me along. Actually, I already have a boyfriend. Oh, you do you? And this boyfriend of yours, do you love him? Definitely, which is why I was hoping to meet someone like you. I'd be kind of rude to waste someone's time who wants to get married. Good catch. Well, if you're looking to kill time, why don't we chat back at my place? What the heck are you talking about? I just told you I have a boyfriend. Yes, I know, and I'm here to meet the girls that are already in love. Doesn't treating the same meal bore you? Everyone needs dessert now and then. Oh, don't compare humans to food. That just is wrong when you say it like that. No, sorry, but I really do love my boyfriend. That just makes me want you even more. Why don't you come try out my pillow? You'll have a dream you'll never forget. Okay, that's it. Time's up. Thank you very much. I'm so glad you could join us today. Help yourself to drinks and snacks in the break room. Alan, come with me. We need to talk. Customer service mode. Activate! Me some days. Excuse me? I apologize profusely to the 5 girls who were subjected to the Parasite 5. They all looked around at each other. That was the worst conversation I've ever had. All he talked about was his ex. I knew there wouldn't be any good men here. A representative? What the hell is that? A fulfilling marriage? Maybe difficult? That was a total waste of time. You tell him that I'll be married before he even hits puberty. You know what they say, men are like parking spaces, all the good ones are already taken, even if he was hot, his personality was not. Whatever, let's just get out of here. My guy was a total jerk, he even called me our Dolly. Who says stuff like that? I'm very sorry, everyone. I bowed my head in apology, and I said my farewells. Then I headed straight to the 7th floor workshop suite, where those 5 were waiting. I was getting ready to lay into them. I mean, that makes sense. I closed the curtain so that we could have some privacy. Does everyone know why I told you all to come here? After closing the curtains, I turned around and faced them, and my arms crossed in front of me. They were behaving for now. Ba-ba-ba-bum! Is it because we didn't follow the 80-20 rule? No, Gil, you kept bringing up your ex. I don't know who this ex is, but no woman wants to hear about that, especially in public. You don't know who it is? So you really never noticed. And Owen, if you're going to be someone's stand-in, at least do it properly. You could have worded things a lot better. I was instructed to repeat what I was told, word for word. We need to be on the same wavelength if you want your member to hurry up and get hitched, Owen. Sure, it's true. And rule, stop jumping straight into that mythology nonsense. You can't dump that on someone's voice you've never seen. She asked me what I liked, so I told her. Besides, that's only the tip of my mythological iceberg. Is that so weird? A little bit. But I can't say much. I really like anime. It's a very weird. And Riku, don't spray your mind. Don't spray your mind. I'm a zombie. Don't pray your mitts at someone before you even ask her name. I was just trying to raise her grade to human level so that I could actually talk to her. You can't judge a book by its cover. Love remains loving what's inside the most. Aaron, no. The most. Aren't you even the least bit curious about what's inside someone? Only if they can appear human to me. Bad answer, bad attitude, and Alan, you simply cannot jump into bed with a woman who's already taken. I just asked if she wanted to try out my pillow. It's the same thing. I know I keep asking this, but do any of you have any real want to get married? Of course I want to. Obviously, I think my member is getting rather impatient, in fact. I guess so. I wouldn't be here if I didn't, would I? Alan, I think you're just here to find potential partners who have partners. I do want to learn what real love is like. Do you know what love is? Do you think you could show me, baby? Then you should start taking this seriously. Love is about getting close to someone. It's about compromise and forgiveness. It's about give and take. It's emphasis on give. Anyway, you have your homework. Send me a text like you're in love. If you can't understand what love is, then use your imagination. Got it? Read a romance novel. Don't do that. None of those are accurate. Got it. Do they really got it, though? They came to Cupid Court because they want to get married, but it feels more like obligation than actual desire. Everyone says that they're all lost causes, but I refuse to give up on them. You can rise to the challenge, Katie. After all, we're just getting started. Let's see it through to the end. Helping them find love as long last would finally prove that humans have the power to connect with them. Oh. Yep. Well, that concludes today's workshop. I'll contact you for the next meeting. But before then, do your homework. No excuses. Okay, we are going to call it there for this episode. If you like this content, make sure to drop a subscription and ring that little bell so you get notifications when I post a new video. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. I greatly appreciate it. And remember to eat some food, get some sleep, and drink some water because you are important and so is your health. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye!